one of the books that you cited was one of my favorite books that I read back when I was an undergrad. It was about Malcolm X. Malcolm. It was Martin, Malcolm, and America by
James
James
Cone.
Cone. James
Yeah.
Cone. Was it a dream or a nightmare? It was always fascinating for those two because when they both died, X had moved a little bit closer to King, and King had moved closer to X. And it's amazing that they only met maybe like once or twice, something like
Yeah,
that.
just once. Yeah.
Just once. How would you describe their relationship between the two? Were they rivals, or were they just kind of frenemies in a way?
Frenemies is a good word for it because Malcolm loves to taunt King, and it's very effective for him. When he calls King and Uncle Tom, that makes him look like he's the bolder, braver, and more dangerous. And he knows that his supporters will appreciate that, and that his, white rivals will fear him more. So that plays really well. King never really criticizes Malcolm. And in fact, one of the things I discovered in my research is that this quote that we have from Playboy magazine, it's the most famous quote we have from King in what he thinks about Malcolm. And he says in that quote that, Malcolm's doing this great disservice to Black people, and that his fiery oratory is bringing nothing but dismay and accomplishing nothing. That quote was made up by Alex Haley, the interviewer, and published in Playboy. And King never said that. What he actually said was, "Hey, I don't think I have all the answers. And I'm eager to, I'm always open to hearing what Malcolm has to say." And that tells me that King was receptive to learning, to listening. And that's true for a lot of the radical figures. Stokely Carmichael, King wants to learn from him. And it's a really inspiring sign of King's style of leadership that even the people who are attacking him, he wants to learn from them. So I think that, James Baldwin said that King and X were really almost indistinguishable in their philosophies by the end. And I think that's true. I think that they had a lot in common.
Was there a reason why Alex Haley did what he did? Did you ever find anything out about that?
No, the only thing I can say is that it's probably had something to do with him just trying to stoke more controversy and, get more readers, and that, people are interested in controversial statements. They're not interested in hearing about how much they have in common.